Welcome to Smarter Marketing in 10. I'm Greg Hecht, VP of Performance Creative at GoFish Digital, and this series breaks down what is working in marketing right now in 10 minutes or less using real systems from inside GoFish Digital. Today, I'm walking through our Performance Creative Framework. AI is changing how creative gets made, but most brands are still guessing which ideas, formats, and platforms will work. There are too many options, too many disconnected workflows, and most teams are testing in isolation. That makes it almost impossible to understand why creative performs the way it does. A great example is from one of our jewelry brand clients. From a product image on the left, we're able to showcase the piece on location, bypassing the logistics and cost of getting a shot in Hawaii, on the beach, and with the perfect sunset in the background. And then we turn it into video in under 15 minutes. Here's what this shift looks like. Creative used to break under volume, scattered files, inconsistent versions, and changes that forced entire batches to be rebuilt. It wasn't about speed, it was the constant drift and rework. Now we can take a single product shot and turn it into static, motion, and video variations. With 75 plus assets, something that used to take 6+ hours can now be done in an hour or less. And all of that editable in real time, so updates never require a restart. The quality is higher and the learning is faster. Before we go deeper, I want to be clear about where this applies. This system supports every channel we run across our portfolio of more than 200 clients. Meta, TikTok, YouTube, Google, Demand Gen, and other paid social and video formats all rely on strong performance creative. What you're going to see today supports all of them. In the next 10 minutes, I will show you how we use AI to produce creative faster, test every asset, and scale ideas with less waste. Most teams want to move faster, but creative production slows everything down. People spend more time making assets than testing them, which means they never get enough data to know what actually works. Even with all the new AI tools out there, most brands are using them in random, disconnected ways. Someone builds a few variations in one tool, someone else tags assets by hand, someone else runs tests that never get shared. It becomes messy and inconsistent. The outcome is pretty simple. Teams launch too few variations, they test too slowly, and they do not learn what works until they've already spent a lot of budget. So we built one system that helps us move faster, use AI the right way, and get testing signals we can trust across the entire agency. I want to get right to the point, because this is the part most brands misunderstand. AI is not here to replace creative teams. AI is here to remove the parts of creative production that slow everything down. AI gives us scale, variation, and speed. Humans bring the storytelling, the strategy, and the brand interpretation that actually drives performance. The goal is not to produce fewer polished assets. The goal is to start with more smart options. When we use AI the right way, we can turn one concept into dozens or even hundreds of variations. Different hooks, different messages, different cuts, different formats, all built in a way that lets us test faster with a lot less effort. This matters because most brands do not test enough. They put too much pressure on one or two assets, and when those assets miss, they don't have anything to fall back on. By generating a higher volume of high-quality creative, we give ourselves more chance to find the winning patterns. And here's where the system comes in. All of those variations feed one test and learn loop. We're not throwing random creative into the world and hoping something sticks. We generate, we test, we measure, and then we build the next round based on what worked. Every asset informs the next asset. Every insight feeds the next decision. Over time, the system gets faster and smarter, and our teams stay focused on the story, the message, and the brand quality that AI cannot replicate. Video ads consistently outperform static when they're built around the right data. Some studies show video driving up to 48% higher sales rates compared with static formats. Video can also increase brand recall by more than 25%. The other shift is efficiency. With AI and better workflows, tasks that used to take days now happen in hours. Inside our system, we're seeing creative turnaround drop by around 40% without losing any of the brand craft. That combination matters. Faster testing, higher hit rates, and less wasted spend. When you operate at that speed and accuracy, the impact compounds over time. That is the value of Performance Creative. And let's take a look at some of the solutions our Performance Creative system offers. Problem number one, creative production takes too long. And our solution is to use AI-generated variations, speed up production, and increase testing volume. Problem number two, testing happening in isolation. So we run structured, repeatable tests across hooks, formats, and platforms. Problem number three, learnings getting lost. We've introduced the tagging system, both universal and client-focused, so insights stay attached to the creative, not buried in files. And problem number four, creative drifts off brand. We use AI agents to stay within brand guidelines and not infringe on trademarks. Our systems surface the creative patterns that win across the entire portfolio, so every brand benefits from shared intelligence instead of starting from zero. The output is what matters: clearer themes, faster iteration, and creative that lands on the first try more often. A few shared patterns we see again and again. Narrative-style video hooks beat direct product shots for top-of-funnel reach. Lifestyle imagery with subtle motion consistently outperforms static assets. Short, bold value props drive stronger retargeting performance. And mobile-first framing improves thumb stop rates across almost every category. Some insights are universal, and we use them everywhere they apply. Others are unique to a specific audience, and we keep them that way. The value is that your brand gets both: the power of shared learnings and the precision of what works for your customers. Designers, copywriters, paid strategists, and content teams all work inside the same data stream. When something wins, everyone sees it. When something misses, everyone learns. There are no black boxes. For one client, using this structure cut creative production time in half and increased click-through rates by double digits. If you want to go deeper into how this works or see the system in action, message us. The whole point is to help you get stronger creative results without stretching your budget. Thank you.